First, thanks for having me.
I think really curious to hear from you, looking at the different roles you've had over the years. What are some of the key experiences that have shaped your leadership journey?
I guess the starting point would be, I started as a youth worker, a small youth centre on a housing estate in southwest Sydney, and that was fundamental to just understanding the realities of trying to work with people who are in really vulnerable situations. And I found over time that as I was working, the problems became larger and more complex, and I became more and more interested in that. And over time, started to become more curious around why were some organisations effective in terms of taking intent and turning that into impact, and why some organisations weren't. And having worked with different organisations over the years, I was seeing that they were filled with skilled, passionate, really effective individuals, but some could make great impact, whilst others just couldn't achieve the same level. And so I guess that was something that really drew me into trying to explore the CEO space.
What are some of the key learnings over the years that you kind of put in your toolkit that you use here at Woodville to deliver the services that the organisation does, which is a huge range, as we've seen this afternoon?
Yeah, but there's a few things. One is that most challenges that we see within the community, most needs, are multifaceted, and that a program is generally not the solution. Usually it is going to require multiple different people bringing in a range of different perspectives, and the more wicked the problem, the more people who need to be around that solution. So at Woodville, one of the things that I love, and organisations like Woodville, they take a very place-based approach, and so have a very strong connection to that local community. We've been here since 1978 and have chosen to continue to focus in and around this community and the well-being of that community. We have to be system thinkers, and we have to think, again, more broadly than an individual program, but also how do things that are outside of our sector contribute into that solution. So I'm always very curious around how do we take something from the financial world, or how do we take something from banking, or how do we take something from technology and then apply that into our context so that way it can have an impact, whether it's that impact is improving a service experience, just making it so that way somebody is able to have more deep conversations with our workers because they're having to do less transactional things.
We've had a long-standing membership with Woodville, and we really feel very closely connected to your workforce. Many of your team members attend a number of our events. As the leader of the organisation, what are your observations about the space of professional development and workforce development? Where do you think LEAD has been able to help, but where are some areas that we can do better?
Workforce development is essential. We are filled with, and Woodville and other organisations are filled with qualified, skilled, capable people who care very much about what they do, but we have to continue to learn. We have to continue to progress. We have to do better. And we've got, again, a passionate sector who wants to do better. So the role of workforce development organisations is essential. And as you mentioned, Woodville Alliance has been a long-term member, a long-term supporter, and our staff get great value out of connecting with yourselves and learning and attending programs. And they bring that information back, they share it with their colleagues, who then will usually go, okay, I'm interested, how do I get on board? The more that you can create that learning organisation.
We also believe that the workers, that our workforce comes with qualifications, comes with skill sets. They need top up, or they need refresher on certain things. Now that top up skills is where we come in as LEAD. We do not need to run a full qualification, we just need to provide the sector with the most evidence-informed, culturally appropriate, research-informed, that type of skills. And you've kind of just said that you were earlier sharing with me about the different services and programs that Woodville does and the different sites you have. Would you like to share that?
Yes, and it's great for other partners at LEAD to know this, because we want to work with different people and collaborate and partner how we can. So we are a disability services provider, we are an early childhood provider, and we deliver family and community services across Fairfield, Liverpool, Bankstown and the Cumberland LGA. So our reach is quite broad, but our focus is really on the communities in and around Fairfield and those that are on the borders of Fairfield.
How have you been?
Yeah, good. 10, 12, 15 years.
I don't know how long back we go.
Connections, relationships. It's really the heart of Woodville Alliance, and it's the heart of the work that we do in this space, isn't it? And this is why people come to places like Woodville Alliance, and this is why they learn from places like LEAD. Thank you. So come through and we'll show you some of our space.
Thank you.
Yeah. We have a small meeting room. Our staff spend a lot of time preparing and thinking about plans, particularly with playgroup. It surprised me actually, the amount of time and energy and thinking they do that goes into play. Thank you for letting me interrupt your planning session. I know that you're preparing for supported playgroups, and that the intention with supported playgroups is we know children learn through play. We also know that many children are isolated, socially isolated, or their parents never learned to play through their own play.
So we've done a couple of groups recently with parents getting ready for primary school. So getting ready to head off to school is one of the big ones that we've done.
Many of our families come from single parent households and mostly women. It's really been great having Jared at some of the playgroups, particularly to model good behaviours from young men.
It's good to get involved with the little boys that come, and they I guess get more drawn towards me. I feel like I can be maybe a role model to some of them sometimes, and yeah, it's been a really nice experience for me as well.
Often parents might not approach a caseworker, but if they're there and somebody talks about other issues, we can take in a referral, can't we, Sonia?
Yes, that's right. Sometimes we get a lot of parents that do come and approach myself as a caseworker with some of their significant concerns for their young one.
Our staff have very extensive knowledge in child development as well as child protection issues. Recently we did some training that LEAD ran for us around identifying child protection issues, and we talk about being a child safe organisation in all of our work. We also talk about language, so it's by no accident that our children are learning sometimes through music, some songs in different languages. We have community languages, but we're also embedding some of the Indigenous language, aren't we, Nicole?
Lullabies.
So the importance of our staff to continue their development and learning is incredibly significant, both in child development, trauma-informed practice and child protection. Thanks for letting me interrupt you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And part of our relationship with you guys over at LEAD is being able to access the training opportunities, but more importantly, where you guys say to us, we'll do it for you, we'll custom build it. What is it that your team want to know particularly? We know that you can go, for example, and get child protection training anywhere, but what is it that Woodville needs for this particular cohort of staff? And that's what we had done previously.
That's great feedback. Thank you.
So we spend a lot of time in the community. We go to festivals, we go to expos, we go to activities. In fact, I've got a couple of staff going over now to celebrate Youth Week. Well, what are you guys doing today?
So we're just getting ready to set up a store at one of the Youth Week expos.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I understand, Jelly, that you have been at a primary school?
Yes.
And what's that program?
Peaceful Kids.
What is Peaceful Kids about?
It's teaching kids how to be mindful in the very basic sense. It's helping them recognize when they're feeling emotions and that it's normal and how they feel it in their bodies. We use these things to control their breathing, so we get them to go. And then do it together.
Thank you. So,
Hi, my name is Preeti and this is Sharon. We are casework coordinators. We are managing a team of caseworkers. Today we are doing an intake meeting. In the intake meeting we discuss new referrals.
So we service over 500 families in our program. Those families have reported back 93% families with positive goals achieved.